Hello everyone, my name is Bevin Abram and in today's video we'll be starting a new chapter, that is chapter number 3, current electricity. So today's video will be an introductory video in which we will actually discuss about all of the topics that we will be studying in this particular chapter. So let's get started. So basically the name of the chapter is current electricity. Now before I come to that name, you must know that in the previous two chapters we talked about charge, yes, and we assumed that charges there are fixed, they are at rest, they are not moving, right? So in this particular chapter, that is the thing that is different, right? In this chapter we will assume that our charges are no more at rest but they are moving, right? So that is the difference. So when charges move, it constitutes to a current, right? And obviously if there is a current, then there will be an energy that is like associated with the current, right? So that energy is what is your electricity, right? And that electricity is being used by the different electrical appliances for their work, right? Okay, so I hope that's understandable, right? So let's talk about what are the things that we're going to study in this particular chapter, right? So the first topic that we're going to talk about is electric current. We'll talk about what is an electric current, we'll talk about what is average current, what is instantaneous current, all those discussion we'll do, right? Next topic is electric current in conductors. What will happen when the electric current is flowing through a conductor? We know conductors are those materials which conduct electricity, right? So what will happen? The electric current will pass through a conductor, right? What is going to happen? Then the famous Ohm's law, right, which is something which we have already studied in our lower classes, but here we will study it in detail, right? We will actually derive Ohm's law, right? Okay, then we have drift velocity of electrons. Electrons will be having a drift velocity, right? So what is that drift velocity? We'll talk about that. Then origin of resistivity, right? That is, every material have a fixed resistivity. We'll talk about how that resistivity comes into being, right? Then the next topic is temperature dependence of resistivity. We'll talk about how temperature, different temperature affect different materials, right? For example, if you have a material, if you increase the temperature of the material, what will happen to its resistance, what will happen to its resistivity, we will discuss in this particular topic, right? Next is cell, EMF and internal resistance. We basically will talk about what is a cell, what are the uses of cell. We'll talk about what is EMF of a cell, what is that EMF, right? And finally we'll talk about what is internal resistance, right? What is the resistance that is offered by the cell, right? We'll talk about that, right? Okay, next is what will happen when you connect your cells in series and what will happen when you connect your cells in parallel, right? So if you have a cell, right, let's say you have a cell, so you connect your cell with series, what is going to happen? If you have a cell, right, you connect them in parallel, what is going to happen? We'll discuss that in that particular topic. Then the famous Kirchhoff law. Kirchhoff has two laws. One is Kirchhoff's current law, the second one is Kirchhoff's voltage law. We will discuss both the laws and we will try to solve different circuitry with the help of Kirchhoff's law, right? Next topic that we're going to study is Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge is basically an arrangement of different resistors, right? 4 different resistors. We'll talk about this Wheatstone bridge arrangement and there is a special condition for it. We will discuss that also. Then there is meter bridge. Meter bridge is nothing but the practical application of your Wheatstone bridge. We will relate these. Meter bridge also will relate potentiometer also, because both your topics, meter bridge and potentiometer, they are related to your Wheatstone bridge condition. We'll discuss about that, right? Finally we'll discuss about electrical energy and power. We'll talk about what is your electrical energy, how much energy is being dissipated as a form of heat. We'll talk about what is the power of any particular electrical appliance. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss in this chapter known as your current electricity. So that's all for today's video. Stay tuned. In the next videos we will explain one by one. So I hope you are doing well. Thank you and have a nice day.